It's always a pleasure to spotlight organizations in the capital region who are making a difference in the lives of children. As we kick off our new season of Impact, we are spotlighting Things of My Very Own, an organization designed to help children making the transition into the foster care system. My guest is Rayn Boncie, founder and CEO of the organization. How did you begin this organization?
When I was 14, I was in foster care, and they told me I was going to get a foster sister. I was very excited, having grown up as an only child, and when my foster sister came in, she was also 14 and came in wearing clothing that would have fit a small 9-year-old.
Wow.
I remember seeing her change for bed one night, and she had these reddish purplish welts on her skin from where her clothing had literally injured her.
Oh my goodness.
And so I made a silent promise to her one day that when I grew up, I would grow up and help people in the world in her situation.
I think that's wonderful. I think, number one, the stress of a kid who has to be pulled out of a home or a situation and then has to be put into a totally strange environment. As bad as abusive situation was, at least it was familiar. And now they're transitioning into a situation that is totally new. And just tell us exactly, what does Things of My Very Own provide for these kids?
The organization was incorporated to bridge the gap between what social services and crisis intervention service providers provide and what children need. Okay. So it's a referral-based program. All of our services are provided within 4 hours of contact.
Wow.
So when a child is in transition, we can provide clothing, hygiene supplies, school supplies, emergency food, pretty much anything they could need within 4 hours of contact, our average being 23 minutes. We're pretty much the Red Cross of abused, neglected, and at-risk children.
And I loved what you said, you know, about before we were talking about them having something of their own. You know,
yes.
They're going into a new environment, and they may have left dolls, bags, all of that stuff. And now they're going into something that's totally new, and who knows what's there, you know. So the fact that you gave, I mean, is it just a packet that they get, or how is it given to them?
We don't have a standard package. We go according to what the children need, what sizes they are. Oftentimes our clients will be escaping domestic violence situations, and they won't necessarily go into foster care, but they're in an emergency situation. So it's not uncommon for children to leave an abusive situation wearing nothing more than a towel. So we receive calls from crisis intervention service providers, police, fire departments, hospitals, DSS, etc. And within those 23 minutes, we're there.
You are not all just foster care. What else are you basically about?
It's children in any emergency situation. So that could be a prevention case, a child that experiences a fire, eviction, abuse, neglect, an at-risk situation. Primarily it's prevention.
It's prevention.
We have a lot of children, specifically in Schenectady County, that are just suffering greatly from the economic downturn.
How many kids have you served so far?
We're at about 5,000 children annually. We do provide services to 10 counties in New York State.
Oh, really? So it's more, not just Albany County and Schenectady County. Aside from just providing the bare necessity for the kids, what are some of the other programs that you facilitate?
We have ongoing programs, which are life skill development, prevention, team building, and self-confidence raising programs. So our next program is at the end of the month. It's going to be at Adirondack Extreme in Bolton Landing. It's a high ropes course where children get to experience you know, activities they wouldn't have access to otherwise. And one of the things is when they can overcome, when they can overcome what they've been through physically, oftentimes that relates to their psychological struggles as well.
So they will go to is there like a psychologist there, or someone who can really teach them, you know, some survival skills, or how does that exactly go?
We have approximately 500 volunteers a year throughout the community. Many are social workers, caseworkers, teachers, psychologists, etc., who are always on site with us. But it's not a mental health program. We leave that to, you know, mental health service providers. But it's just about self-esteem and teaching them that what they've endured does not define who they grow up to be.
Excellent. Now, do you have any, have you gotten any feedback from kids who have gone through or benefited from what you provide? Have you gotten any feedback from those kids who have gone on?
Many. The way we started out was we contacted one county who started referring children, and the children would participate in our programs and then go to their mental health service providers, and the psychologists and social workers were saying, what are these kids doing? There's such a dramatic difference. So then they in turn started doing referrals.
Now talk to me about some of the volunteers or some of the things that you're looking for in terms of volunteering, or those who would like to be a part of your organization.
We need drivers.
Okay.
That's our biggest need. We need drivers for emergency packages. We need drivers to pick up donations.
Great.
We're very, very fortunate to have some really great donors out in the community, but once we get a call, we have less than 24 hours to pick up.
You know, it's a school season right now. Everybody's shopping
Correct.
for the kids to go back to school. What are some of the supplies that they can drop by at your place?
We need crayons. Crayons are our biggest need right now. Crayons, glue sticks, markers, colored pencils, also clothing, gently used clothing. They're our biggest need.
Okay. And I know there's a big list on your webpage. And what is your webpage again?
www.tomvo.org.
Now, one of your biggest sponsors is the shoe company Finish Line?
Yes, Finish Line is really great. We're very excited about having their support. Due to their financial support, we're able to now incorporate up to 1,000 children in our team building programs.
Oh, wow. So you're looking for bigger companies like this?
We're looking for big companies. Finish Line is great. You know, they're known as being innovative and providing superior products, and we're very proud to have them as a partner.
And just tell us exactly where can people go to find out more about your organization?
www.tomvo.org, TOMVO.org.
Okay. You've been watching the Roving Reporter segment of Impact. I'm Huldah Thompson. As we begin our 4th season of Impact, I hope you keep on watching. I'll see you next time.
Proctors, bringing the best in arts, education, and entertainment.